doing?
Very honest.
Very honest. It's been a long one.
When do y'all get y'all break?
We go half a day next Tuesday and then we're out.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, y'all gotta come in some days this week?
Yeah, day and a half.
Like exams and stuff.
And I am ready.
Please dismiss Munford first
Is that Sean's
load.
buddy right there? No. Yeah, it is. Right here. There he is. There he is.
We better get us side track.
Yeah. Here they come. Are y'all?
This is Calhoun, editor of the Bartlett Express. We're here with West 10 Media, the Dynamic West 10 Media champions. We're here in the halls of Munford High School. Coach Slade Calhoun's Cougars won the West 10 Media championship this year, going 10-0. We're going to meet together with him today and some of his players on a great season.
Congratulations. At West 10 Media, we have 4 newspapers, and we have 20 teams that are in our coverage area. And we started something back in 2017 called the Power Team. And this year, we had a proud sponsor, a Dynamic Physical Therapy. I'm sure y'all familiar with them. They help y'all stay in shape, keep y'all taped up and everything. When y'all have y'all aches and bruises, so we appreciate them sponsoring the award this year. But in the past, Germantown won the first 2. Then Houston High School won it undefeated. Those 3 teams were undefeated. Bartlett won it during the COVID year with a 9-1 record. Last year, Collierville was 10-0. This is the first time the Power 10 championship has made its way to Tipton County. With the 10-0 regular season, y'all finished #1, the best in our coverage area. So Coach Calhoun gives me great honor to present you with the 2022 Dynamic Power 10 Championship.
Good.
All right. Well, thank you, Tommy. Now we're going to talk to the coach, and we're going to try to grab a couple of players as well that were key in this past season to talk about the magical run that y'all been on here at Munford. So, Coach, grab who you would like me to talk to, a couple of players.
Okay.
So we can do this video that y'all see on West 10.
All right. Come here, guys. You want to talk to him?
Yeah. Thomas Ellis Jr. here, the sports editor of the Millington Star newspaper and overall sports editor for West 10 Media. And like I said earlier, this is the first time our Power 10 Championship, which is sponsored by Dynamic Physical Therapy, is coming to Tipton County. And this is the architect of this special Cougar team that we had here that went 10-0, Coach Slade Calhoun. How does it feel to receive this honor from West 10 Media?
Tremendous honor for our school. Like I tell everybody, it starts with our administration and our faculty. Then our booster club, and then I just have a tremendous coaching staff, and then we have a great bunch of guys on the team that work hard and sacrifice, and they're up here every day on the weekends and just nonstop working to try to improve. So it's just a testament to our school and our football program, and we're happy to receive it.
Yes, sir. Well, Coach, I think a testament to you is looking at your staff. It's made up of colleagues that you count over the years from Haywood to Brighton. It's made up of your former players. How does it feel that those guys believe in what you do for the program, the direction you take it to work alongside you?
Yeah, I don't know if it's as much as they like me that much, but a big thing on coaching staffs, and I think what makes a coaching staff successful is trusting each other, and then the same thing loyalty. That's number one, and we work pretty good together as a group. We don't all think the same. If you got 10 guys and they all think the same, you got 9 too many. So we have different opinions and whatnot, but we try to be really loyal to one another and work really hard for each other. And then it's the same thing with the kids. I mean, we're going to put the guys out there that we trust, be it on offense, defense, special teams, sub packages on defense. It's all about who do you trust and who do you want to surround yourself with.
Now, a perfect season. I think a lot of people saying this is the first time in Munford school history. Now, even in 1917 they go undefeated that went to the state championship game. That is rare. how does it feel to architect a 10-0 regular season in high school football? It's not easy to do.
No, it's not easy to do, but it's the weird thing about coaching and playing odds. You always want that next one. As soon as we won the 10th game, the clock went all zeros. I'm like, okay, how are we gonna get the 11th one? How are we gonna get the 12th one? So you don't really get to ever sit back and enjoy it. And I know we were number one in a couple of polls and things over the year, and I never really sat down and you don't really embrace it till the year's over with, because you get that grind going, but then you can't rest on your laurels, because we were 11-0 at one point, and I'm sure there were a few thousand disgruntled people out there, and we went 11-1, probably calling for my job. So that's why after the season's over with, we got right back here and got to work on that Monday, because now I don't think, my guys outgoing, my guys coming back, they're not satisfied with 11-1. We're trying to be 12-0, 13-0, whatever, to take the next step.
Yes, sir. Well, Coach, you got a lot of young men who work hard, and they knew coming into this year, they knew they could do something special. But when I talked to you back in August, you downplayed it a little bit. You're like, we'll see. We got this speed, we got this talent. We see what can happen from it. When did you know this season could be an undefeated regular season?
I like the way we fought in the scrimmages. I like the way we were practicing. I felt like the guys showed that they were committed. We would come up and watch practice after summer practice. I know some of the defensive guys, we'd come in and watch practice for a couple hours and really get into some deep study there on what we're trying to do defensively. I have a lot of guys that come up here on the weekends and throw and catch and go do a lot of stuff outside of our practice. And then I felt like the willingness to do that extra.
They built that chemistry.
That, and then what are you going to do to separate yourself from the opponent? How are you going to be better every Friday night than that guy across from you? Can I play the maximum amount of my ability because the guys next to me are counting on me? What can I do to dominate my opponent every play so we're all successful together? And I think once we saw that and we had some early success, then I think it was kind of like, okay, we can have something special.
Well, Coach, I know we'll look at the 10-0 season, the Region 8-5A championship, and a lot of those things, a lot of honors have come along, but you're a young man. I know you build a special bond with them. Now, part of the legacy would be the AutoZone Offensive Player of the Year. A kid heading off to a Power 5 at Washington State. To kind of talk about that, being how these young men are reaping some of the awards from their hard work.
Well, I think when we're big into team awards, but you can't have a great team without some outstanding individuals along the way, and it's just a testament to the offensive coaching staff, the offensive liner, where we had the Memphis Touchdown Club Offensive Player of the Year, the Region 8-5A MVP, well deserved, but it was a collective effort altogether. Like, Braxton's a tremendous player, but he was surrounded by some other good players too, so and I think he'd be the first one to tell you that. A guy getting a Power 5 offer, tremendous honor for our school, but that was the guy. Tristan Mohannon decided he was going to go run track for Coach Ivy, and that was kind of where it started. And with tremendous athletic ability, you get some people's attention in camps and whatnot. Well, then if you can back that up on film, then those opportunities are presented to you. Jordan Bell just got an offer last week from Memphis to play defensive back. I think he played defensive back probably less than 5 plays this year. But, they see what he can do at quarterback, and went there and watched him play a little basketball, and they're like, well, he can clearly play. He can clearly play defensive back. Isaiah Cobb's probably sitting on a handful of Division I offers, because he's got unreal ball skills and he, and all the different stuff. But it's good for the program, and we're going to promote our young guys. We want to send them coast to coast. When I took this job, that was kind of my goal. I was like, I want to send a guy in the Northeast. I want to send a guy on the West Coast, because Munford needs to be nationwide. So we're getting there, and I'm very proud of all of them.
Coach, my last question for you to wrap up this portion. You mentioned a couple names, Isaiah, Jordan. Good Lord's willing, they'll be back here next year. Mm-hmm. Could we be back here next year presenting this award to you again?
Well, I don't know about all that, but we're trying to go 1-0 every week. We've made the schedule harder. We've picked up some really good teams, and we're going to do what it takes to try to take those extra steps in the playoffs. We're losing some tremendous guys. 2 of them are sitting right here in front of us. But, you know, we got some really good players coming back. Isaiah Cobbs, in my opinion, is probably the best wide receiver in the Shelby metro area. Jordan Bell's maybe one of the best athletes in the Shelby metro area. Jalen Dow sitting over here, he's the straw that stirs the drink on defense. I mean, he's running the show. So, you know, we got some really good players coming back. We got some new guys we're really excited about. Our freshman team performed really well. We're expecting some of those guys to come in and start as sophomores. So, you know, we got a lot of hard work in front of us. We got a lot of hard coaching in front of us, but that's why you do it.
Well, Coach, I'm going to let you know this. I'm giving you a personal challenge. I'm coming for you in the length of the beard.
Well,
I appreciate it.
You'll never tie me on the gray, though, until you start dealing about 80 of these guys every day. You'll never get this gray.
I got you. Hey, I don't want that challenge at all, Coach, but I appreciate it.
All right, man.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And hi, it's Tom Settle Jr. back, and we're going to take a look inside the Munford offense from this past season with
Braxton Sharp, #1 running back.
Isaiah Cobbs, number 11.
So when on Friday nights, they had to just keep an eye on anybody wearing a 1 on their jersey. It was 2 of them or 1. But hey, congratulations, gentlemen, on a great season. Everybody was talking about the athleticism that the offense was coming in with this year, and they got a preview of that and a teasing of that at the spring fling, when y'all were part of the relay team together, and a couple other pieces. So we knew y'all had some speed coming in. What were y'all thinking after May when y'all pretty much told me, hey, get ready for football season? What were y'all thinking?
Well, personally, I had it set in my mind, we're going to be the fastest team in the area, maybe in the state. Because, I mean, when you come 3rd in the state in the 4x1, and all 4 of those guys are on the, football team, it's something big.
Yeah, Jason Jordan composed the other 2 spots on that team. Ms. Cobbs, you coming up here to T County. What were you thinking at the time when y'all putting this together?
When I first got here, I felt good because I knew a lot of people here, and we were just building chemistry during the whole summer. And then when we went to track, we built up even more chemistry because we all played offense on the 4x1 team.
Now, when Coach talked about people coming up here passing and catching, is he talking about y'all building that chemistry up with Jordan and all that? Oh, so it wasn't y'all, okay. So y'all just do it to come natural for
We
y'all?
come up here all the time on like the weekends,
Okay.
Sundays,
Okay.
sometimes Saturdays, we throw the ball around, lift, do some extra stuff.
Okay, so y'all build that chemistry. Okay, so the season starts, and here we are, we're in coverage. A lot of people are ratting on you because you're a Tipton County product. They want to just pick on you. A lot of people are like, is this kid as good as he really say he is? And the Chargers should just blow him out by halftime. They'll give him a reality check. But when we looked at that final score, it was a whole new reality. What were y'all feeling that night when y'all left the field?
I felt accomplished, losing 3 years in a row to the team. And, I mean, even then, last year being one of my best games against the team, I feel like I couldn't go out losing to that team again.
So it's personal. What about you?
Personally, I've never lost to Covington because I had to play him.
Yeah.
But I felt like we proved a point after that game because everybody was saying they were going to blow us out, and I was like, well, we'll see then. And it didn't end that way.
Well, you left some ankles on the field that night. A couple of plays, and they shouldn't have called back your return, but hey, we letting that stay in the past. Okay, so when did y'all realize that this could be a 10-0 season?
Personally, I had in my head, I was like, if we beat Covington, we should win every game, honestly. I think Covington was the hardest game we played this year, or best team we played this year. And
So get over that hurdle.
yeah, get over that.
We just need to take care of business.
I gotta have to agree with Braxton because that's how we all come into the game. It was like, if we beat Covington, then we're going 10-0.
Wow. Okay, but then Southwind, they're like, no, we about to stop it. Y'all in our place, and y'all proved the point. What was the feeling that night when y'all pretty much secured the region championship?
I came into that game pretty confident that we were going to come out with the win. So when we won, I wasn't really surprised.
You looked my camera before the game, so you like you had to look at your face like you showed out there in that first quarter, got things started. What were you thinking once y'all secured that region title and quiet down the people down there in Southland?
Felt good. They talked a lot going into that game. When they're talking about what they played and them being 6-1 at that time. I knew they had a chip in their shoulder, but this team this team was something different.
Okay, speaking of that, what's the legacy of this team? When people look back in the archives, they look special at the '97 Munford team. When the region title that Coach Wayne Randall won up here, people look at that team. What will people say about the 2022 Munford Cougars?
Speed,
Wow. All right. In one word.
fast all around the field. I mean, defense, offense.
Yeah, so my last question will go to you. Isaiah, you need to come back and do this again. What is it going to take for you? You'll be, good Lord's willing, you'll be the senior leader on this team alongside Jordan and others. What is it going to take so I can come up here again with the West End Media plaque for the Power 10 Championship?
Well, I plan on all y'all coming back up here again.
Wow, okay.
I'm always bet on us. I'm always confident in us. So I'm pretty sure that we just gonna get back to work after the loss. We got back to work immediately after we lost. So everybody got that drive and everybody just ready to go for next year.
Okay, well, I'll let you in on another little secret. We also give out this award called Last Team Standing. It's for teams that make it to the state semifinals and teams that make it to the state championship or win the state championship. It'd be nice to win that as well, wouldn't it? Okay, well, hey, go challenge your fellow underclassmen, but we got to give due to the seniors like yourself, Braxton, and congratulations on the special season and being our 2022 Power 10 champs. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Defense time. Thomas Sellers Jr. back again, and according to this gentleman right here, we're on the dark side of the Munford Cougars, the defense. I'm sure opponents felt that way. Gentlemen, I'll get you to introduce yourself, numbers and position.
Jalen Dow, middle linebacker, number 21.
Tristan Bohannon, number 8, middle linebacker.
Okay, so wow, a lot of people with all the talk was about that offense, all about the 4x1 team and all that kind of stuff. But I think after the Millington game, people kind of realized like Munford's defense is actually pretty good. Talk about being the no-name part of this team, the underrated part of this team, but doing y'all part. Who wants to jump in first?
I feel like Munford Cougar defense, we put a lot of work in, like day in, day out, studying after practice, 3 hours, 4 hours here, studying, watching film. We really get out the mud.
What about you?
During the summer defense, we always used to stay after practice. Like we always, like Calhoun said, we always used to stay hours learning the plays. If we learned a new play, we'd learn it that day and get it all done. And that day, learn it, get it done.
Okay. Now, did y'all feel slighted that did y'all feel overlooked? Or?
Yeah, it hurt a little bit knowing that.
I understand.
It hurt a little bit knowing that like they didn't really see us. Like defense wasn't a big play in the media, but I mean it's all right.
You blaming us?
No, it's no blame. It's no shame, and it's like it's just like you get a different type of motivation when you know like people not looking at you that much.
Wow. So y'all wanted to go out there and prove that y'all were a very important part of this team. Mr. TV, when did you feel like y'all made y'all statement? What was y'all statement game this past season?
I think it was probably Covington because we lost to them in the past 3 years. And I feel like once we beat them by like a good amount of points, I think like that set the tone. Like they knew Munford wasn't playing anymore.
Wow. And y'all held them 7 points that night, right? Yeah. That number, 7 points. Wow. And then we see the numbers they put up against everybody else the rest of the season. So they ran into a good defense that night. Talk about, let's go back to Southland. Now that's a challenge. Everybody, talking about their running attack, and they could steal the region title away from y'all. What was the defensive mindset coming into that game?
I feel like our mindset was if we executed like how we practiced at a more advanced level. I feel like as a defensive player at Munford, I feel like we practiced at a more advanced level than other teams. So it was just more of we had to bring in that inner dog in us. And just pull it out on the field.
So you knew it was gonna be a dog fight.
Was it gonna be a good game?
Was it gonna be was it a dog fight that night?
It was a dog fight, but Munford came out on top and we won.
I mean, you made a lot of big plays that night. So now you move on. For you getting ready for next season. We gotta get that labor situated. And now you come from a family that knows the game quite well. Your brother signed not too long ago. So what do you need to do to get yourself in a position where you can follow in his footsteps as well?
I just feel like if I
let me. This is with live recording. You forget that you said alone, so you got dismissed. Okay. Back to what you said.
I feel like if I just promote myself a little bit more, get myself out there, and just put in more work, I can get to the place I want to be.
Okay, hey, you got somebody at home that could direct you through. And now we all gonna pay attention how he handles not only the next few days, but how he handles his career. You are the Washington State guy that everybody's talking about, Power 5. That does not come off. That is a very special distinction. How does it feel?
It feels pretty good. Having everybody congratulating you over how y'all did during the season, everything else, I love it.
It's very humbling for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're lighting it up. You almost like Christmas joy over there. But I guess another thing that jumps out to me is this right here. You're still gonna be a Cougar.
That was the point.
Wow. So way over in Pullman, Washington, and way out there, you be over the Apple Cup and all that kind of stuff. So you looking forward to all that?
I'm looking forward. I didn't even want to leave whenever I went on my audition.
Oh, wow. So hey, somebody excited to go into the Pac-12, man. But that is a very rare distinction down these parts, Pac-12. So hopefully we can see you in the playoffs and revitalize that program up there. Like you helped here 3 region championships, and that's another thing that's rare to a program to win 3 region championships. So my last question goes to both of y'all: how important has the defense been to all that success over the last 3 years? Because the offense, I admit it, we give the offense all the hell.
Yeah.
And we give them all the awards and adulation. And we even put them on your Power 10 poster. But how important has the defense been over this recent run?
I'll put it like this. Offense wins games, but defense wins championships.
That's a very old saying, very true.
I can really agree. I feel like it's not bad to be in the shadow. It just feels good to know that you're there to back up your teammates no matter what.
Wow, I love both of y'all answers because it's about team culture up here in Munford. So, gentlemen, I appreciate y'all taking the time. Hey, they working hard out there already. You'll be back soon to get out there with them.
Yes, sir, back in action. Can't wait.